Listen to this guy purring, dude. That is very Simba. Hello, everyone. My name is Trevor. I go by TheMrTrails. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are going to be just watching some gameplay and then trying to guess the build from that gameplay. Over the past couple of years, this is something I've done pretty consistently, just normally, because, I'm like, oh, hey, I wonder what the build is. And, with my game knowledge, I'm able to just discern what that build basically is. The aim here is to show you, maybe you don't need to ask for what build is this, because you might already have enough knowledge to guess what that build is. A lot of you guys could pretty easily guess what my builds are, because that's the literally every Dauntless build I run video, because that's literally 90% of my builds. All right, just watch that video if you're ever wondering what build I'm running. It's literally that video. The goal here is going to be to guess these builds within like 3 to 6 perk summary, right? I can pretty confidently probably guess within 3 to 6 perk summary what these builds are going to be. Hopefully not all of these are exactly the same. You can see I've watched like not all of these videos, so hopefully I can guess within a good margin. Typical YouTube stuff. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. There's a reason people ask every time to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Especially if you're already watching all the videos, you should subscribe to the channel. Would you regret subscribing to the channel? Probably not. Instead, it would be like, I remember when this guy had X subscribers and I subscribed. Let's see some flexing down below. When did you subscribe to the channel? I know if you make up some fake low number, I will know, all right? And I will call you out for doing a fake low number. Unless I know you actually subscribed at that low number. All right, it's very likely I would know if you subscribed at a very low number. But shoutouts to the gameplay providers of today's video. We have Cosplay and Texas Ranger. Check out their YouTubes. Links are in the description. Get these guys to 2,000 subscribers. They are both getting close to that number. These guys are basically the two best Dauntless players in the game. So you might as well subscribe to them, watch their trial runs. You can learn a lot about the game by watching guys who are this good. All right, so first up, we're going to be watching Cosplay's Shroud trial run from last week. We got the hunt intro, and then bang, right here already, we know that we have a few things going on here. So we have 800 HP, so we know we're running +6 Berserker. And then we have the Discipline Omnicell, we have the Pangar Lantern, and then we also have this icon right here. Usually when this icon, it's indicating an attack boost. There aren't always specific icons for attack boosts, but this one loading in at the very start of the hunt will probably let us know that we are running Predator here. And, that's a safe assumption that pretty much everybody is going to be running Predator and Berserker when it comes to trials. Sometimes they'll be running 3 Berserker, which then that would be 950 HP, but we are at 6 Berserker, 6 Predator. Those are my first 2 guesses so far. Let's see how the trial run plays out to try to guess like the rest of what this build could be. Already, just based on the tick down rate of our tonics here, I'm going to guess 6 Catalyst. There are certain trial runs where you'd be running 3 Catalyst, but I think the Shroud trial is long enough anyway that we also have 6 Catalyst here as well. And also, we are obviously running the Chronivore Legendary Weapon, but I believe here that we are running the Rezakiri unique effect, not the Valamir unique effect, because Rezakiri at 800 HP is also going to be better. We can see from the Lantern Hold that we are not running the Yalira unique effect. Pulse, we obviously see that we have Pulse here as well. We are not running Adrenaline. We can't really do that very practically on repeaters. So I don't want to say Overpower 6. That's really the thing. Like the end of the run here actually does have quite a bit of overpower uptime, but it's only about half of the hunt. We probably don't have very many options otherwise. And I wouldn't guess Sharpened here. Like, it would make slightly more sense if we get that extra part break. So I think final answer, I'm going to go with 6 Predator, 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning, 6 Pulse, 6 Berserker, 6 Overpower. Is that 6 perks? Hold on. We have 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning, 6 Pulse, 6 Predator, 6 Berserker. I'm gonna guess 6 Overpower. That's probably wrong. That's probably wrong, but I'm gonna guess 6 Overpower as well. What's going on with Dauntless Builder? Okay, so we actually, I should have paid a little bit more attention. All right, I wasn't looking out for an extra attack speed boost. which I would have assumed would have been the captain's grip anyway, right? Except, you know, we had one start here, right? So I probably should have been paying slightly more attention on that, but we do have 3 conduit, 3 overpower. So I felt like it wasn't 6 overpower. I was correct in feeling that way, but the 3 conduit I probably should have been paying more attention about. But we do have 6 berserker, 6 catalyst, 6 cunning, 6 predator, 6 pulse, 3 conduit, 3 overpower. So I did get within 3 perk summary of this. Let's switch off on who we have going where. Let's go with Texas on Koshai Trial. So right here, we already see that we have the Savit unique effect on, obviously. Savit, very, very much the best shock unique effect in the game. Obviously, we're running the Malkarian weapon. There's no reason not to run the legendary variant of the weapon element that you're using. We can see that we are running 3 Berserker. Like I was saying, sometimes we would have 3 Berserker, especially when we're running Revenant here. We are running Revenants as the Omnicell, and we're running the Pangar Lantern. So far, we know that we are running 6 Predator, 3 Berserker. We're probably going to guess 6 Catalyst here. 6 Catalyst is usually what goes on in solos, but in groups, a lot of the times they might cut that down to 3 Catalyst, or maybe no Catalyst if they can, right? Some people, like one person of the group might run a 3 conduit instead of their catalyst because maybe they don't need the catalyst. But so far we're saying 6 predator, 6 catalyst, and 3 berserker here. So we also see that he has drained his stamina bar already, right? That was part of what he was doing. He dodged a bunch of times at the start here and then took his tonics, and that is to set up adrenaline. So we know he has 6 adrenaline here as well. And with the context of a lot of interrupts are going to happen in this trial, we are also going to be guessing 6 overpower here. I guess I didn't really guess the mod and specials that were happening in the previous run. Cosplay was obviously using Marksman Chamber plus the Captain's Grip for the repeater specials. But here we can see that Texas is using the Charged Sword Focus mod, which is only really viable in certain trials, Koshai Trial here being one of those, right? And then we have Avenging Overdrive here. I believe there are certain points in the run, especially after this getup right here, where we are going to need to parry a bunch, right? We're going to need to parry here again. So I believe it is you need to parry at least 2 attacks for Avenging Overdrive to be worth it over Valiant Overdrive. But yeah, you can see just how many attacks we parry. And this is a cool strat for Koshai Trial, right? We can just nerd out about a cool strat, right? During the enrage, then you come back here, you set up the Charged Sword Focus early for the next interrupt. That's just a cool strategy, man. Right? A lot of runs die here because it doesn't always do the interrupt after this, right? But it's just a cool strategy, man. Looks like we're running Pulse at 3, so that's our other +3 here. Oh yeah, we probably have Cunning on here, if I had to guess. We probably do have Cunning on here. So we have Pulse Berserker, Overpower, Catalyst, Predator, Cunning, Adrenaline. I think that's the whole build. Actually, does it just break the legs and the face all at once here? Pretty much. I mean, you get 2 at the same time there, and then the last one just after that. Pretty good run. All right, checking out the build. We have 6 Adrenaline, 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning, 6 Overpower, 6 Predator, 3 Berserker, 3 Pulse. Exactly correct. The main thing here that you probably wouldn't see all the time in builds here is Adrenaline, because, you know, there are some weapons that can't really use Adrenaline that well. But yeah, we have that perk summary, and then we have Avenging Overdrive, Charged Sword Focus, as I said before. I think we are going to go with the Charog Trial here. All right, so we're on the Charog Trial here. Right away here, we already notice that we have Predator. We have 0 Berserker. We have 1100 HP here. We have 0 Berserker. We can see that we've already stacked up shields. We have the Frost Wolf unique effect going on. We have the Urska. The shields already stacked up. So that tells us that we are definitely running Galvanized at +6 probably, because there's no reason not to max it out once you already have it on the +3 on the weapon. We're probably going to assume Cunning as well, if I had to guess. But we might not. We might actually not have Cunning on this build. Actually, we probably do, since we don't have Berserker. We can tell that we have Adrenaline and Endurance on here. Again, we have the drained stamina bar, but we also have 210 total stamina. So that tells us that we are running Endurance. We're probably still running 6 Catalyst here, but we can see that Cosplay already took the Aether Drive Tonic first to get a second Lantern Hold off to get more shields. The Aether Drive Tonics has already been used up a bit because we were waiting around on the platform for a little bit, just to start the fight with that bit extra DPS. Yeah, we're running the Revenant Omnicell, the Skarn Lantern here. And then we also have the Extended Clip mod on the hammer. Very easy visual indicator here. Quite obviously, we are going to be running the Mighty Landbreaker special. Already, we have a good bit of the build worked out here. We have 6 Predator, we have 6 Adrenaline, 6 Endurance, and we have 6 Galvanized. Now, Adrenaline Endurance on Hammer is certainly a bit different. You're usually not going to see that sort of thing, but there is just going to be quite a bit of dodging in this trial, I'm assuming, just because of Charog's activity levels, or we're going to be priming attacks. But if we don't have a Behemoth AI freeze in this run, then that Behemoth Blitz modifier is really going to make us dodge a lot. So it does make sense to run Adrenaline Endurance in like that sort of situation. So yes, we are priming attacks. So that is where our stamina usage is coming from. We are also dodging. We don't have a Charog Behemoth AI freeze. So this is again sort of a situation where I'm not sure if we are running overpower. You know, what do we have? We have like 30 something seconds of no overpower. I want to guess 3 overpower. But we're not running Pulse. 5 seconds of overpower. You could even be running Rage Hunter here. Oh wait, I wasn't counting properly? Yeah, I wasn't counting properly. So we have 6 Predator, 6 Galvanized. I said we probably have 6 Cunning. 6 Endurance, 6 Adrenaline, 6 Catalyst. So there's no room for overpower. I don't know if we call that a success or not. Like I already guessed all of these, right? But I was still thinking there was more in my head. Right, so I would call that a successful one. All right, I actually had to pee, rehydrate, but we were going to go with the Shadow Touch Koshai Chainblade trial from Texas, because just because Chainblades are not really a meta weapon at all, there might be some interesting build decisions here. So already here, we see Predator, right? We see Discipline plus Pangar Lantern. We see 3 Berserker here. 3 Berserker here, plus we have Adrenaline and Endurance. Right, so we have Adrenaline, Endurance, Predator. We probably have 6 Catalyst, given the length of the fight as well. And then we have 3 Berserker. We haven't seen anything else yet, but we are probably going to assume 6 Cunning as well. Adrenaline, Endurance, Predator, Catalyst. We're running Cunning or Overpower at 6. We're running one of those 2 at 6. And then we're probably running 3 Berserker, and then 3... If we're running 3 Pulse, then we're either running Cunning or Overpower. And I would probably guess Overpower because it is Shadow Touch Koshai trial. So we may have worked out the entire build before he's even done anything. We can definitely see there, that was the Valimir unique effect for sure. Actually, so no. That means we have 3 Aether Hunter. So you have 3 Berserker, 3 Aether Hunter. We have the decision of Cunning and Overpower here. Honestly, based on that damage on non-crits, probably running Overpower 6 and not Cunning. Actually, are we running Savagery? That is a question that we have to ask ourselves. I don't think we are. I don't think we're running Savagery. Just kind of based on how long it is taking to get that wound. And he really wasn't concerned with trying to line up that heavy slam with hitting that arm, but we are getting the wound for the extra damage and attack speed bonus there. Oh yeah, mod and special. We are running Reaper's Dance for sure, and then I believe we were running Hurricane Blades. But yeah, I think we already narrowed down what the build basically was at the start here. So we have 6 Predator, 6 Adrenaline, 6 Endurance, 6 Catalyst, 6 Overpower, 3 Berserker, and 3 Aether Hunter. Hello, Milo. You want to say hi? And taking a look at the build, we have 6 Adrenaline, 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning. Oh, we have Cunning. All right, I was incorrect. I was assuming Overpower. I thought there was enough. There was enough with the interrupt uptime here, but it just wasn't there. Yeah, I guess to actually make use of Overpower on this trial, you'd be wanting to get this stagger and then get a heavy slam after. But I guess with the discipline plus Cunning, obviously with how much longer this trial is, just because we're running Chainblades, probably not as viable to do Overpower. So I was incorrect, but you know, on the other weapons, you are definitely running Overpower here instead of Cunning, if you were going with this sort of a setup anyway, right? Just because you get those you do get those interrupts and staggers when it comes to the other weapons. Can I help you, dude? Is this how you're feeling? Is this how you're feeling? Yeah. So I feel like we gotta end strong here. We can see here that we are very obviously running galvanized. We're running 3 berserker, galvanized 3 berserker. We are running the Frostwolf unique effect, Scarn Lantern, Urska weapon with Revenant, right? We can see just how much cosplay was pumping up the shield numbers here from how much our Aether Drive tonic is already gone. We definitely have 6 catalysts on the build here though. And I believe this is full bore plus Captain's Grip. We have Predator as well. And we probably have Cunning and we have 6 Pulse. But here is a bit of a twist. We have Rage on this build. Rage doesn't really get that much love in the meta these days. Used to be on pretty much every build, but once Iceborne, Discipline, and Rage got changed, it hasn't really been meta since then, but looks like we have a case where it was actually pretty good. I don't think we're running 6 Rage. If we are running 6 Rage, then that's really surprising to me, actually. But I guess we're just lacking damage sources potential on this trial. I don't think we have Overpower in this trial. So I think that timing with that timing, that could be 3 Rage. So did he actually run Cunning, Pulse, and Galvanized all at once? I know that's typically kind of something they might do for groups, but I wouldn't really guess that for a solo run here. But I'm pretty sure we are not running Overpower. I wouldn't say there's enough Overpower uptime to run Overpower here. So yeah, I think we're running 6 Pulse, Galvanized, and Cunning on this build. 6 Galvanized, Pulse, Cunning, Catalyst, Predator, and then 3 Berserker, 3 Rage. I'm pretty sure that's everything there. I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing here. Catalyst, Cunning, Galvanized, Predator, Pulse, 3 Berserker, 3 Rage. I did it. This is actually a weird build. This is actually kind of a weird build to have running in a Dauntless trial. But with context clues and the visual indicators that were provided, I was actually able to guess everything. But yeah, successfully guessing an actually like weird trials build, I would say is probably a good way to end the video. You know, maybe we could end up doing some sort of thing where you guys send me like some gameplay to try and guess your builds from. I feel like you guys would be kind of weird about it though, right? You probably throw some random perks in there that don't really do anything where I just have to try to guess those. You know, if you have a full damage build and then you go with like a +6 shell shock resist or something, right? Like that's a little scummy. But yeah, hopefully this might help you guys out in discerning, oh, hey, you know, I could probably guess the builds here, you know, based on certain context and some of the visual indicators that we have on the screen. And honestly, even if you don't get a build 100% correct, then, you know, if you're within a certain, you know, +6 variance of the build, it's pretty much going to perform very similar, right? The only case where it would matter having the exact build is if you're trying to go for #1 trial time, right? But if you have it within 3 + 3 + 6 of what the build actually is, you're gonna have pretty similar results, right? Hunting grounds and escalation doesn't matter what your exact build is as much. You could probably still get like 40-second kills with +12 perk economy being wasted. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully this was educational in some respect, you know. Let me know what you think about this sort of thing. But do the algorithm stuff, drop a like for me, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, just click the button. Once again, head over to Cosplay and Texas. Get these guys 2K subs. They are both very nearly there. Let's give them a little push. But thank you guys for watching. I've been Trevor. I go by the Mr. Trails, and I will catch you guys next time.